Hey there girls, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Trading Card Game. I just thought I'd change it out, intro a little bit, just for fun. But yeah, this is my hello, and right now we are in Murray's club. So I've fought the club members here off screen, so I'm gonna show them to you in fast motion. Okay, so here I am dueling, the club members, and they're optional. And in fact, we've already faced Stephanie before, and we kicked our ass even without my Comfortably Numb deck, or like a deck full of normal Pokemon. I'm just gonna give you a warning: the deck I'm using for these club members is gonna be different from the deck I use against Murray. I mean, they're similar, but I'm gonna make some changes here and there. Like, this is a more normal deck than normal as in standard deck than what I'm going to use against Murray, since I guess the deck I'm using against Murray is going to be more Murray specific. But yeah, she has a Slowbro, Slowpoke, and whatever, and I'm just kicking her ass with Pokemon who is resistant to her attacks. So yeah, you think that Psychic would be a devastating type, and it is, but they don't have a, I guess their type coverage is their fellow Psychic Pokemon and some Poison Pokemon and some Fighting Pokemon. But then they get cock-blocked by one of the more common types, so at least I think so. Not to mention, deals. So I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest. So yeah, here we have Daniel, who looks pretty normal and looks British. I imagine this guy would have a British accent. I don't know why, but I think he would have a British accent. So Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is amazing because it has Duda Wave. If I have more bench Pokemon on my bench, then Duda Wave can be devastating, very devastating. And I kind of think maybe I should have used a Gust of Wind to bring Gasoline into the fray, and then use Duda Wave, then put Snorlax on my bench. But who cares? I win. Having Pokemon having Pokemon that are resistant against most of the Pokemon cards here kind of makes this place a cakewalk, a complete cakewalk. It's not even funny, to be honest. It's kind of sad. Very sad. And here I am using Lickitung, which, in retrospect, it has a lot of HP and is good for tanking, but it sucks. Really, it sucks. All I can do is just attack 10 damage, try to paralyze, maybe confuse. It's slow, it's stupid. Not to mention, here's this Haunter, which has an annoying ability. Basically, I talked about it before. Do you guys know the card game Bang? It's like Mafia, but you play with, cowboy. It's based on the old Wild West. There's a card called Barrel, where if you want to shoot somebody or bang somebody, as it is in that game, you have to draw a card from the deck. And if the suit is a heart, then you get to attack them. But if not, then they're safe. So Transparency kind of works on the same principle, except it's more 50-50 than 75-25. And I guess in this game it's more 90-10, thanks to the coin toss and all. The coin toss is so weird in this game, so weird. So basically I have a 50% chance of attacking Haunter, so that kind of sucks really. And if you're using it, oh great, he's using Gengar, and I guess he retreated. Although he could have, I guess Ditto does more direct damage, whereas Gengar can do more indirect damage by using Dark Mind and then striking my bench Pokemon. But yeah, Ditto can morph into his own Pokemon. That's kind of what makes this Ditto different from most other Dittos, which transform into the opposing Pokemon. But so far I haven't lost a single Pokemon yet, in these entire 3 duels. By the way, how are you liking the Okami music? It's called the Twin Demons, the Two Demons. It's one of the last boss battles in the game. Yeah, I never played the game, I just watched Choco Conroy's LP, and I really love the soundtrack, and I really love the story, but it's a game I tried to play but never got around to it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought about LPing Okami, but, it's kind of a problem if you've never played the game, And I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the Wiimote in general. So Skyward Sword is very gimmicky. Okami, maybe it's because of my playing setup, but the brush is very unresponsive, the controls are just awkward. I'm not backing on Okami though, like it's a great game, and it should deserve more attention than it does, but I don't know, I guess I'm not a big fan of the Wii. The Wii mode. And in light of that, the Wii U. How many of you guys have the Wii U? Because I don't. Alright, so this speed up time is over, so see ya. Alright, so I hope you had fun with that. So, as you've noticed, I use a new deck, mostly containing the Ghastly family and normal Pokemon. So here's my Comfortably Numb deck. You know, a reference to Pink Floyd and their album, The Wall, since that's kind of what I want to do with this deck. Mostly to wall against the Clubmaster here. I mean, these are, I guess, the addition of Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar's just for offensive purposes. And I think the addition of Dratini and Dragonair is also pretty offensive, but Snorlax, well, Tauros is also offensive. Kangaskhan, Chansey, Lickitung are pretty wally. They can wall. Basically, I just want to stall. So this deck has no Bills, no Professor Oaks. It has 2 Mr. Fujis, which means I can just choose a Pokemon in my bench and put it back in my deck, which adds to my deck count. And basically, one reliable strategy I have against Murray is to outdraw him, since his Pokemon are pretty dangerous, and I don't want to confront him head on. So, Murray, I just want to go over a little thing about the Clubmasters. A lot of these Clubmasters have requirements before you duel them. Gene is the only one who doesn't have a requirement, but, you know, Isaac. His name was Isaac, right? Like, Isaac required you to duel all of his club members. Same with Nikki. You know, you needed to, like, duel all the club members and find her in Ishihara's house. Amy, you needed to duel her 3 Clubmasters. What else? The Fire Club. Ken will duel you if you have enough cards. Like around 150 or something like that. Murray. He will duel you if you have at least 2 club medals. I have 5, so let's get this train wreck rolling.
Hi, I'm Murray, master of the Psychic Club. You're the one who's visiting the clubs to win the medals. Yes? How do I know this? Because I'm psychic. Okay, let's meet as my new card strategy. Against your deck. Are you ready?
Okay.
What do you do on me? It's for 6 prizes. Shall we start then?
I mean, I have to admit, the voice fits him. He's a complete weirdo. A stereotype of a psychic dude. Alright, so let's get this train wreck rolling. I don't like this guy. I really don't. I'm gonna send out Tauros, just for being a bit offensive at the beginning. But yeah, my strategy with this deck is be defensive, but at the same time also be offensive as well, because Murray uses a combination of both Psychic and normal Pokemon, and his normal Pokemon are all walls. Like Snorlax is a complete tank. I like Dragonair. Dragonair is a very useful ability. No, not ability, but useful attack. Hyper Beam. But that's very expensive, so I'm not So yeah, I'm not gonna rely on Dragonair's Hyper Beam that much, but it's a nice addition. And for some strange reason, Dratini and Dragonair, I mean, they're normal Pokemon, but for some strange reason, that means they have resistance against Psychic Pokemon. So, as you've noticed, a lot of my Pokemon are resistant to the Psychic type. That's what I'm aiming for. In the Ghastly family, they have no weakness, so that's nice. Okay, who do I want to arm? I should get this to Ghastly because I'm pretty low on Psychic energies. Like, most of my deck is made up of, in terms of energy, actually, what am I saying? I have a lot of Psychic energies, I just have like 5 water energies just because I needed more energy cards. Whereas, I have a lot of Psychic energies because, you know, I'm using the Ghastly family. And I also have like, 4 double colorless energies, which is like the limit. Everybody to the limit, the cheat is to the limit, everybody come on for gods. I said come on for gods. I said come on for gods. Anybody get the reference? Because I'm sure I've talked about this before. Alright. Abra, you suck. So as you can tell, because he's a psychic dude, you can obviously guess which Pokemon he's going to use to devastate your face off. Prepare for
devastation.
To unite all people within a nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend the reach of Charizard.
Oh. Yeah, he has a Chansey fetish. It's unhealthy. He needs help. He has a Chansey fetish. Chansey is the definition of tank in this game. 120 HP. Let me just show you its moves. I mean, I have a Chansey on my bench right now too, so yeah, I'm kind of using his strategy against him. He has Grunch, which is like flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to Chansey during your next turn. Although I guess you can still be paralyzed or stuff like that. And there's Double Edge. We can pack quite a punch. Although, I guess you can argue that, you know, Chansey will kill itself even faster. But yeah, I'm relying on not actually. Okay, so I hope that Murray uses Professor Oak or something like that, so that he can draw more cards. Because I want to outdraw him. Because Chansey. Ooh, Gust of Wind. Ooh, I know who I'm using that on. Ooh. I mean, I don't have to outdraw him, but it'd be nice. It's a nice security. I can always kick his ass too, considering how my Pokemon are like resistant to his. Ooh, Jigglypuff. I mean, Wigglytuff. Completely different from Jigglypuff. Oh, Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is one reason why this battle will take forever. Oh, another Wigglytuff. Hello. Yeah. I've talked about Mr. Mime's ability. Invisible Wall. Yeah. Think twice before attacking Mr. Mime with So I wanted to say one other thing. Murray has the card Scoop Up. And if he uses that on his Chansey right now, I will be frickin' pissed off. Considering how it has... Oh, check this out. I could potentially kill another one of his Pokemon. Let's try it out, shall we? Heads. Yes! Alright. As long as you don't evolve your Abras, I'm fine. Considering how Kadabra is one of your most dangerous Pokemon. Oh god, Mr. Mime. Let me have a full... So, for once I'm hoping for a Tails, alright. Since 20 damage is the most I can do. Oh god, Kadabra. Oh god. Okay, I thought you'd use Kadabra, considering how Kadabra has an attack Super Psy, which means it can do 50 damage. 50 frickin' damage, which means it can go over my resistance. That is dangerous. That is destructive. That will kick my ass. I don't want my ass to be kicked. Sure, let's prepare Chansey up. I mean, I'm getting a lot of double... Oh, wait a minute. You scrunched. I forgot. Alright, fine. Jeez. Oh, how many Chanseys do you have? Too many. And why are you getting heads all the time? Coin! Why? Man. Woman. Oh, woman. I'm being... So, check this out. Now I have an equal amount of cards as Murray. So that's what I want to use Mr. Fuji for. Not to mention it clears up space on my bench, because right now I have a full bench. But yeah, now I'm pretty much guaranteed to outdraw Murray, considering he'll draw his card next. So yeah. He got a heads, right? Okay. So yeah, now he has less cards than me, and oh god! He's gonna use damage swap, isn't he? Oh, he's not. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I'll show you what Alakazam is capable of. You may move one damage counter from one of your Pokemon to another as long as you don't knock into that Pokemon. So one of his strategies is moving his damage counters to Chanseys. because, you know, they have a lot of HP. I'm surprised he didn't do that right now, but sure. But now I'm home free to kill this Chansey. Kill that bitch. Okay, so far so good. Okay. And of course he, you know, draws out a Chansey, and hello other Dratini that I put back in my deck. Yeah, as I'm always saying, so far so good. Tauros is nice because it's, you know, both defensive and offensive in this case. You know, defensive against his Pokemon, and offensive because it kicks ass. I guess Alakazam isn't using his damage swap, considering how Chanseys are meant to take the damage, whereas I'm giving the damage to the Chanseys. I mean, if that's a problem, Murray, then why'd you send a Chansey in the first place? God, why do you even have Chanseys? Aren't you a Psychic Man? Aren't you a Psychic Man? Psychic Man! Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, King is gone. So far, this has been a pretty eventless duel. If I can kill this Chansey, then kill his next Pokemon. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. You bitch. Okay. Well, don't worry, I came prepared. Be prepared. I have a lot of potions here, so I just may as well give you one. And I don't feel ready to take on Alakazam, really, so I'm gonna transfer. Maybe I can use Dragonair. Maybe. Oh, I can use Wigglytuff too. Yeah, because I have Doodle Wave. Doodle Wave! And do 60 damage, because I have like a full bench. Oh, now you're using damage swap. Well, I can't do much right now. So you can see why I believe this duel would take forever. Because it does take forever.
Who wants to live forever?
Thankfully, now he doesn't have any energy cards on his Pokemon, so... yeah. Now you can see what his strategy is, including, you know, involving damage swap. And that's why he has a bunch of Chanseys and stuff. I should do Lullaby, but hey, as long as it's more damage to his Pokemon, why not? More power to me. You're Mr. Mime, so dispensable. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm pretty packed with full heals because, you know, Alakazam can inflict statuses like Confusion, and his other Pokemon can inflict Paralyze as well, so yeah, this Alakazam is as good as dead. Your prize Pokemon is useless against me. Actually, I don't need that because you're as good as dead, Alakazam. Don't you think Alakazam is the coolest Pokemon ever? But yeah, I knew it, he's gonna send a Mr. Mime, because... What, do you not want... What was that? You have 2 retreat costs. Okay. Because I was so close to kicking your ass with Dragonair, but I can't. You know what? You know what? Oh, 2 basic energy cards. But you know what? Karma, Mr. Mime. Karma. Go to bed. Of course. Well, thankfully you can't attack me right away, but you're gonna retreat, Mr. Mime, aren't you? Oh, you're not. In that case, you lose. Game over, honey. Game over. Yeah, I love using this type of deck against Murray, because it's... Oh, there's a Scoop Up. Yeah, Scoop Up pretty much puts all of the Pokemon energy cards and the Pokemon itself back into your hand, I think. So yeah, that's what he did, that little bitch, Murray.
I lost? Well, you must be pretty good if you're trying to inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Here, take the second medal.
Alright, my 6th medal, yay! And stuff.
And here, take this Laboratory Booster Pack, Laboratory Booster Pack.
Very fitting, considering that you're, a psychic man and there's a Mewtwo on the laboratory booster pack thing. Hello, Pokemon I already have. I could use more of you. But yeah, hello, Pokemon I already have. I have a lot of Pokemon. I mean, you can do a lot of these Pokemon again and again and again, so you can grind cards easily. Especially if you grind off of Imakuni, so yeah.
I think my new strategy is it comes at me again. I'll be waiting.
He's gonna have the same strategy, so no use in, expecting something new from this guy. But yeah, that went pretty well. Very well. I'm proud of myself and my, comfortably numb deck. I don't know how to sing the song, I'm sorry.
What is that the psychic battle? That should have been my way. I feel so much better. Yeah, let me give you this Mewtwo card.
Ooh, a Mewtwo card. Ooh. Do you remember this back from the Pokemon movies? I mean, it's like the same Mewtwo card we got before. It just has some badass design. It's like...
Thank you for defeating Murray and kicking his ass. I am proud of you, honey.
I could use some more psychic energies because I want to make a deck based on the psychic type. Because... the clubs we have remaining are the Science Club and the Fighting Club, which I think Psychic Pokemon are the best against them. Although I can always use my Maxwell equations against the Science Club. Since the Science Club is pretty weird, this is the club I'm dreading the most. But yeah, we took Mary out, so yeah, that's all good in the neighborhood. So yeah, I'd say we had a good episode, so yeah. So yes, yeah.